This is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
Hey guys, do you need to clean? I need to clean.
I need to clean. You know what? I don't need to clean. I need some help to clean.
You need help to clean. Yes, that's what you need. That's what you can get at Handy.
I also need to redo an electrical switch.
Really? I need to tile. I've been having hella problems with retiling my bathroom. So I'm going to go to Handy, or actually I'm going to go to boardwalkaudio.com/handy to book somebody to come take care of this stuff.
You mean, is this just someone that's handy that will come to my house and clean and help me do stuff around the house?
He's not just handy, but he or she is vetted. Handy, they get experienced and background checked professionals.
Oh, and they have cleaning supplies included.
Yeah, and there's online payment. You can reschedule if you're like, I need my bathrooms clean Friday, and then you're like, nah, they can be dirty one more day. What's another day?
What's another day? I'm gonna live in this filth for a bit.
You can have favorites and request them.
Oh.
It's insured.
They'll also assemble your furniture from IKEA.
Yeah, no, I need that. It took me the last time I tried to put together some IKEA furniture. It took me and my bestie about 5 hours.
Really?
It was
how many bottles of wine did you have?
None until after. But it was a big shelf. It was like one of those giant things to hold a TV and books and
a full settee.
It was exhausting.
But yeah, go to boardwalkaudio.com/handy. That's the thing on the end of your arm with a Y. It's a handy.
It's a handy, and handy is very handy.
Very handy. All right, get into the show. Bye.
Bye.
I just drink wine.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and we'll save all this catching up.
Okay.
Save it for the people.
Save it for the podcast.
Zig, are you pumped? Are you stoked? What'd you say?
Shaughn's lit up.
Super dope.
Welcome to the wine situation. Oh, goodness.
I had to add a little bit.
You're ultra theater today.
Oh, yes. I was projecting using my stage voice.
Because you're doing a play tomorrow night.
I am doing a play tomorrow night,
in
yes.
the theater.
Jack Benny. It's loosely based on the Jack Benny show. Oh. And by loosely, I mean you would never know it, but yeah, it is.
I don't even think I've ever seen Jack Benny, but I will enjoy watching you on the stage.
It's very vaudevillian. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun, you guys. It's at a bar. You're going to have a drink. So I've been working on my projecting. I've been tapping into my vocal registers, my auras.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
Do you roll down, touch your toes, then roll up vertebra by vertebra and reach for the sky and then make lion face and mousy face? Yeah, so that's Shaugh Buchholz and I'm Ellen
really was
Clifford.
doing it, you guys. She was really making a little mousy lion face. It was really very
Instagram
adorable.
storying it.
Why do all vocal teachers sound the same?
I don't know. Maybe I have an unknown calling.
A smiley face and a frowny face. Yeah. They all have this weird British hybrid accent. Accents. I don't know.
So in between telling you about what to drink and all that good stuff, we feel qualified to do it.
Yeah, this is the wine situation.
Exercises.
Not only do we feel qualified to teach you how to speak and to be vocal, we also feel qualified to talk a little bit about wine and to whine about things. I feel pretty qualified to whine about things.
Oh yeah,
because I'm a human being on this planet.
Yeah. Ultra. And we're qualified to do this. Shaugh helped open Bar Covell. He worked with Greg Condes. He's got his Intersom Courtmaster's sommelier pin.
I got my baby pin.
His baby pin.
And Ellen over there is very qualified. She went and crushed.
I knocked
Thank you
it
for
down.
the wine pun on that.
I crushed
the W sets.
The W sets.
And then she macerated.
One can only macerate in the Courtmaster.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into people's our guests' wines, but first let's do the hip sip tip.
Hip sip tip.
What do you want to? What have you been sipping?
I had this organic Carignan and Grenache from Roussillon.
Sexy.
Le Fruit du Hasard from Domaine du Possible. Fantastic. I decanted it for 2 hours.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you were over when I opened it. Yeah,
I saw. I'm gonna get myself a bottle and decant that shit.
I should get you a bottle. It's
I would like to try
great.
it.
Yeah, it has that, and it's slightly carbonically macerated, so it has that that
nice kind of lightness
and that little fizzy kind of thing that happens when you have carbonic, because it's natural, and there's this they throw the grapes in there and they're like, nature, figure it out, fly little bird, fly little wine bird.
And it flies.
It flies right down my throat.
Oh, God. Shaughn, are you still drunk from last night?
Yes, I am.
Shit.
I did some mega party hopping, and it was fun, but I'm still recovering. Ellen, what did you drink?
I'm hip-sip tipping another thing that I tasted at the Double Gold tour from the San Francisco Wine and Spirits competition.
Oh.
This is I'm not much of a desserty creme liqueur person, but Somrus is this amazing cream liqueur made with cream and rum, and it's got all these Indian spices in it. Let's see.
Wow.
I wrote down what it says on the bottle. It says, a delicate blend of pistachio, saffron, cardamom, rose, and almond in cream and handcrafted rum, and it's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, it's won their top spirit like twice in a year.
Just over ice?
Yeah, just over ice or anything you'd pour Bailey's into. Use it. It's so tasty.
Coffee.
Yeah. Good in coffee, good. Yeah, it's good with anything.
Lemonade? Just kidding.
Okay, it's not good at anything.
Just like a curdled milk.
Oh, God, stop. Let's stop now. Our guest is going to needs to imbibe, and we need to not turn her stomach.
That's a good idea. Who is this person? Or we have to do one more
our one more quick. we want to give you guys assignments because we want you to interact with us.
Because we want to give you homework.
Yeah, and you can do your homework by sending us pictures of what we ask on you can tag us on Instagram, you can message us, you can email it to us. We want to see what's your go-to grocery store wine.
Yeah, next time you're at the grocery store and you're checking out and you're waiting to check out and you're like, God, this Trader Joe's is insane. Take a picture of the wine you're buying.
Yeah.
And just tag us and send it to us.
We're just curious what you like.
I
like
know.
a Ravenswood.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a go-to for anything that's like Austrian or Austrian.
What? Did you see mine at the grocery store?
I try to find other country wines when I'm at the grocery store. Nothing domestic. Although I was at 365 Whole Foods, their wine selection was garbage.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was garbage. I was like embarrassed. I found the field recordings, the friction. That was the only thing. It was fine, but it was like no, like that was it. Anyway, so I usually like to find other countries like obscure varietals and then buy those. That's my go-to at Trader Joe's. Anyway.
I get it at Vaughn's, so I just get the Ravenswood.
Oh,
that's where I shop.
I'm a Trader Joe's guy. So.
Let's intro our guest so we can find out what she gets at the grocery store.
Yeah.
We have a guest. She has her own YouTube channel, the Whitney A channel, where you can learn all about wine and see interesting. It's fabulous. She has her own podcast, the Reality podcast, and she's a certified ex-som. She says it's Whitney Adams.
Whitney Adams.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Thanks
I'm so
for
happy
coming.
you're here.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm here too.
Yay! Yeah, I watched your episode about Cavassier when you went to go taste cognac.
Oh.
I mean,
Jelly,
how did you get that gig?
Yeah.
Well, there's no Courvoisier, but there was Hennessy.
Oh, sorry. Was Hennessy?
there was
was it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Hennessy was
Plug for Hennessy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It looked like so much fun.
I'd been to southern France before. I've been to Languedoc-Roussillon, but I'd never been to Bordeaux, Cognac, that whole scene. And I've also never been like on that type of trip before. It's always wine.
Right.
Did you just
And
get
I mean,
hammered?
cognac is wine essentially, but I mean, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like trying cognac first thing in the morning and then trying it all day.
Yeah.
I learned how to spit. I learned how to taste cognac properly. I did it all fucking wrong. Like my first
Just inhale too hard and
my
your
first
nostrils
tasting,
die.
it just like burned so bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, you idiot! Like you shouldn't slurp cognac. And like if you get it straight up in your nose immediately, it's just like alcohol burns your nose hairs. So my first tasting of Hennessy, I did it all wrong. But in the video, in my cognac video, you see how I learned that was a mistake and how one must delicately place it in the mouth, let it sit there for a second,
Yeah.
No harsh slurping.
That place looked amazing, though. The Hennessy, like
Every
the whole.
place,
I was like,
every place was like that. I mean,
it's
they got
crazy.
that money. They got that money.
They get that money just from sales or from the government or what?
From sale. So basically, a lot of these houses are all 300 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of tradition here in this region, and it gets it fetches a pretty penny because there's a lot involved in the process of aging cognac and making cognac, so they can charge a lot for it. But I mean, their sales are insane, and the growth is huge, and only 2%. I think something ridiculous like that of the cognac produced in Cognac stays in France.
Wow. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
all exports. It's mainly Asian market and U.S.
Interesting.
I love cognac and Armagnac. I'm a big fan.
It's
Oh,
so good. I
Armagnac.
fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It's just that perfect thing to just kind of like, I feel sophisticated. You can sip slowly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I love it like after dinner. Like it's like my go-to after dinner thing.
I
Yeah.
like a Sazerac made its traditional way with cognac.
Ooh,
yeah,
Ellen.
like a sidecar.
Yum.
I had some great cognac cocktails, and one of my favorites was the simplest. I have this whole lazy bitch thing on my channel.
Oh, yeah, I watched that one, yeah.
3 ingredients or less, and the cognac and tonic is like to die for.
Wow.
It's so simple,
Nice,
and it's
yeah.
just the cognac plays really well with the bitterness of the tonic, and it's so easy to make. So I highly
it.
recommend that.
Love
Anyone
it.
can try it at home.
Well, what do you want to whine about today? So we can open some wine of our own.
You guys, I literally picked dried dog shit off my dog's butt this morning. So we're gonna whine about having a puppy because
Oh boy, here
I
we go.
just got a dog. For
Your dog is
Congratulations.
everything.
Thank you. Didn't you just get a dog too?
Yes,
Shaughn?
I did. Well, February, but yeah.
Okay, well that still is
It's
pretty
still,
fresh.
Yeah, it's still fresh. Yeah,
Oh God, 6 months from now, and I'm still gonna be. Oh jeez.
but not a puppy though. So she was older. But
Oh yeah, we got ours
Puppies
was
are-
8 weeks old.
Oh,
so
my gosh,
now
yeah.
he's 9.5
He's
weeks.
so cute.
So I'm still in the thick of it of like
Yeah.
having to wake up in the middle of the night.
wow.
Now he lasts like 5 hours, 6 hours maybe.
without having to go out. or-
Yeah, he'll just sleep in his crate. But it's just like the incessant crying, the whining.
Yeah.
He whines. Okay, I wish he should be on this podcast. He should be a guest on this
Yeah.
podcast because
Bring Capo?
Capo.
Capo, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to whine about? like something. Tell me what it is. You're fed.
Yeah.
I take you out. I walk you. You play.
People
you
just
drink
adore
water.
you.
What else do you need?
Wine.
Just existential
crying?
crisis. He's having an existential
Maybe
crisis.
he's homesick. So we picked your wine
Yeah,
based on a little bit what you told me about what type of dog you have.
Yeah, so it's a Lagotto Romagnolo, which is an ancient Italian breed. They are known as truffle hunting dogs.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I fell in love with this dog. I've been wanting this dog for like 8 years. I was living and traveling around Italy in 2009 and met a truffle hunter. I was with some
Was
wine.
this in the Piedmont?
No, this was in Emilia Romagna.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
kind of like the home of these dogs.
Oh, really? I picked wrong. Based on
Lagotto Romagnolo. Yeah, so
wow.
Emilia Romagna. And yeah, so I met this truffle hunter and he had a dog at the doorway. And I was just like, what is that curly haired, beautiful beast?
really, this dog, you guys need to look at her Instagram. This dog is...
Hey, Whitney A, check it out.
Where did you get this dog? I mean, are they
I
hard
got
to find?
it
Are
from
they-
a breeder, and
I've
I
never-
really, I haven't gotten too much hate yet about that. I used to foster rescue dogs all the time.
So you rescued her from a breeder.
I sure did. I sure did.
I get that.
And I maybe paid the breeder a little bit of money just for her time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But our dog is Canadian.
Oh,
Wow.
Our dog is from Toronto. There are breeders in the United States, but a lot of them, all the dogs were like spoken for the next like year.
Wow.
And they were more expensive than the Canadian dog. So, he flew here and
picked her up at LAX.
picked him up at LAX. Never been more stressed.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just like, oh
stressful.
God, he's
Oh,
got
my
to be
puppy.
traumatized. Oh,
Yeah.
But he was fine. He was chill. Like the next day, he's like, what plane?
Wow.
So anyway, so you picked.
Oh, well, I was
curious
thinking,
about what this
I was thinking
is.
truffles. I was thinking Piedmont because they do
Nebula.
do a lot of-
Yeah,
I
Nebula.
mean, that's
think-
like the classic pairing, yeah, for sure.
Well, we went with it. We were like, we should get a Piedmont varietal or variety. Sorry, which is I hear controversial things about
I say variety.
Variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Varietal is
like-
it's like it has a varietal characteristic, or like it's
more like an
varietally
adjective,
correct.
yeah.
And then variety is the actual thing.
So we wanted to, but we're like, this is an Italian dog in California, so we have a Piedmont varietal. Fuck me.
Now
Variety.
you're not
It happens to the best of us.
An Italian variety grown in California. This is a Barbara, actually.
Yeah.
Bada.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. I love.
I'm
good
saying
Barbara.
everything wrong. I'm like, Barbara.
Barbara.
This is a varietal named
Well, listen,
Barbara.
No,
it's
no, no,
ingrained
no.
in my brain.
No, this is a grape
because-
called Barbara. It's named
Right.
after
Ooh,
my.
Streisand.
named after-
Yeah.
I mean, I love Yentl.
This
So-
wine is an EGOT. This wine is a triple
is-
threat.
I actually, the only reason.
Mathis from Sonoma.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sonoma.
Are you familiar with Peter Mathis?
I'm not.
Yeah, so-
I don't. Well, I've never seen this bottle. So,
Yeah. So it's a
what's the
Barbera
deal?
from Sonoma.
What's the deal?
Yeah.
With Mathis.
Mathis, he was the head winemaker for Ravenswood, actually.
Oh, hello.
I know.
Okay.
And then he started his own label, and this is thanks to our sponsor, Gregory Condez. This is one of his.
Hey,
solo-
Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, Greg.
Greg, we love you, Greg. Greg.
Hey, Greg, we love you so much. Oh my God. TTY, I love you. Spring break. But yeah, no, this is one of his selections. And
great.
he does this Barbera. He does another like Uber blend, he calls it, with like Petit Syrah and Zinfandel.
Okay.
And then he does an
and
amazing...
like the sweat of Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All up in that blend. you
All up in
guys.
that blend, yeah. It's just a lot of like air freshener and like sticks of gum.
Pine.
Yeah, pine.
Scents.
And a bottle of water.
If the last person's in and out.
Yeah, exactly. But no, this is his own label now. So he doesn't work
cool.
at Ravenswood anymore, and now he does his own stuff. And he does an amazing Provence-style rosé of Grenache from Sonoma, which is amazing. I love his rosé.
I'm
But
excited.
this
I love
is, yeah.
Have you
Italian
tasted
varieties.
his,
I've never had the Barbera. I've had the Uber blend, but this is my first time.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Ding, ding,
Cheers.
Whining and doves.
To whining about dog
Whining and
pants.
whining, you guys. I love the premise. We gotta give it a little slurp. Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, tasty.
It's great. Well, I mean, Barbera for me, it's like it has to have acidity. This is
Yeah.
great because it's not over oaked. There's so many Barberas that people try to make important and expensive. It's like that's not what
Yeah.
Barbera is, y'all. Like it's just let's get some pizza, some pasta.
I agree.
It
Yes.
needs to be high acid and more like ruby toned as opposed to like super dark. And
This one is
oaky.
richer than I expected, but I
Yeah,
don't
it
think
is a
I've
little bit.
tasted a Californian Barbera, so that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
a little riper.
Yeah,
But it's yummy.
It's got a little bit more texture
Yeah.
than maybe like.
I do think
a
the
Piedmont.
acidity is good too. I would say it has
Yeah.
like
It
is,
medium
yeah.
plus acidity.
Yeah, the acidity's good.
Would you agree with that? I mean,
I would agree.
I'm going to defer to you because you probably know a lot more about wine than I do. I'm not
But
going
listen,
to say any
honestly,
wine declaratives.
Listen, even with like blind tasting, I on my SOM exam, and I took this was 7 years ago when I passed my SOM exam. The guy that proctored my exam wrote "bear pass." Like I think he was so over me.
no.
He couldn't even write "ly." I'm like, yo, like.
I was going to say
barely?
like BARE or BEAR.
BARE, bear pass. Well, just like on because
Bear pass.
like, thanks for letting me know. Just keeping me humble, you know.
Yeah.
But I hate blind tasting, and for me to be like, okay, is it medium plus or just medium? Like that drives me insane. And
Yeah.
I was at this wine bar in New York a few weeks ago.
Which one?
Les Compagnies des sur Vin Naturel. No, not sur Vin Naturel or something. And great spot,
Yeah.
great wines. But they have this thing where you can blind taste, and if you correctly guess what it is, you get the bottle for free.
Bottle Rock used
So
to
it's a
do
$15 glass, and there's a white and a red. You pick, and it will be any bottle on their list under $100. You have to pick, and of course, I sit down. All my friends that live in New York that I haven't seen in a while, they're like, "Girl, you're gonna do the blind taste, right?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't really want to. I just want to enjoy your company."
Yeah, I know.
And
don't
of
wanna-
course, I got it wrong.
Oh.
So it was like some sort of skin contact.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah.
A skin contact
So it's
blind
kind of
taste?
hard to varietally be specific.
Yeah, it's
because
annoying when they pick not a typical. They're like,
Expression.
this isn't a typical. The one time I did that at a Bottle Rock used to do that, and they gave me like a Chilean Chardonnay that was stainless steel tank and I was
Right,
like,
it's tricky.
I was like, I get nothing.
they're
Chardonnay.
toying with you.
Yeah.
They're toying with
I was
you.
annoyed.
I'm toying with
They
you.
just wanted to get rid of their Chardonnay. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway,
So you got some skin contact,
I got
amphora
some skin
aged
contact.
weird
No,
shit.
it wasn't that weird. I mean, I could tell it was a little natural because I got some corn chippy kind of yeasty thing, but and it felt familiar. So I thought it was maybe this Jama, who's a winemaker in Australia. I thought it was maybe a Jama wine, but then I ended up going with a Chenin Blanc that had some age. I was so confused, and I was just like, you know what? I just wrote something because I was like, I didn't want to be dealing with it anymore. And he was like, yeah, no, that's wrong. And I was like, he's going to judge me the rest of the night.
Oh, that's
He is
so
going to
annoying.
judge me
Yeah.
and think I'm an idiot. And then like a few later, I was like, oh my God, I realized that was so wrong. I realized that guess was so wrong. Anyway, but you just kind of have to be like, whatever.
Do they tell you what it was?
No, because then
What?
they think,
No, that's not
because
fair.
that's going to be the wine for the next like 2 weeks.
Oh, I
So if you
see.
go tell your buddies and they all come back, he wouldn't tell me shit. And I was like, listen, I live in LA. Like,
Here's my card. Email
that
me
is
the
so
answer.
I'm leaving
annoying.
tomorrow. I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell anybody on the internet or anything.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it's
So-
kind of a fun trick, though. I mean, I could see it being a fun thing to
No,
do,
it could
I
be fun.
guess.
And
yeah.
it's a team effort. Like people go and
that's
like
fun.
5-6 people will
That's
all
cool,
taste
yeah.
and try to guess.
I'm
and,
going
like,
to try and get out to New York before the end of the year because
Oh.
my friend's doing a play there. So
Oh, I mean, it's just so great.
yeah, Drew Druggy. Jujogi.
I
Wait, did
want
you
to see
guys
his.
live in? Oh wait, the guy that was Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe.
If you guys are in New York, go see his show.
I
Bright
missed
colors,
it here in
bold
LA. I'm
patterns.
like, I'll go
Yeah.
see Drew's show.
It's so great.
Ooh, I would see it.
It's so
if I
good.
was in
It's
New York.
so good.
You guys, podcast trip to New York. Let's go.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
record
go.
reality
Let's
there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's live it up.
I know. Do you guys? I heard that somebody likes The Bachelor.
I enjoy The Bachelor.
Dun, dun, dun,
I mean, I enjoy The Bachelor. I enjoy Bachelor in Paradise. I enjoy.
Oh, A Bachelor in
we-
Paradise. There's going to be something called the Winter Games or something this winter.
my
It starts in
God.
January.
Yes,
It's like a
yes.
winter version of Bachelor in Paradise.
Yes.
So I was thinking you guys could come on and we'll do that.
I'm actually
Yeah.
kind of looking forward to like an
Oh, my
excuse to
gosh.
get into.
Totally.
Because
I mean, I love it because
Winter Games.
That's going to be your homework. Your homework
My
is
homework,
just like
yeah.
watch a
Watch
couple
The Bachelor.
episodes
Yeah.
of Winter Games.
When does that
And
start?
It's in January.
Yes. That's my
Yeah,
birthday
it's
month.
post holidays.
Yeah,
Oh
happy
yeah,
birthday,
happy
Shaughn.
birthday.
Woo.
They knew it was your birthday.
Thanks, ABC.
Fun.
Yeah, and then we'll drink stuff. We do turtle time every episode, so I drink something different.
Cool.
Wine,
I love it.
cocktails,
Love it.
whatevs. Yeah, we'll have a good
Love
time.
it.
If only we could do it live.
Reality.
But do you find that being a dog parent?
Oh yeah, the
Transition.
wine.
Whoa, back to the whining. I almost forgot. You guys, I usually love to whine. So
I was going to ask you more about New
Bring me
York
back
and
on track.
Eduardo and everything, but I was like, no,
Oh.
let's bring it back.
Okay.
We can talk about it later. But no, do you find it rewarding, or have you ever caught yourself like getting really frustrated?
Oh, every day.
And like, oh my God, I'm supposed to love this thing
Yeah.
unconditionally, but I just want to smack it.
yeah.
I don't, but like,
I really I feel like, okay, this must be like when people have like postpartum depression or something and they look at their child and they're
Yes.
like, I don't even know you. I have no feelings for you.
you're like, I rescued you.
You're a monster.
You would be dead without me.
Yeah, like you don't even care about, like, you're not even like appreciative of what I'm doing for you, my sacrifices.
Do you ever
Exactly.
feel guilty? I mean, I had a cat and I'd come home after being gone all day and he would just follow me around and be like, meow, meow. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a failure.
Yeah, no, they're good
meow,
at making
meow.
you feel guilty.
Yeah.
I've never had a cat. I'm not like really a cat person, but I can imagine they'd be real assholes.
Yeah.
They can be, yeah. I mean,
Passive
they're.
aggressive little.
I don't. I like that with cats. I feel like once they love you, I'm like I earned that respect. Like, but they can complain just as much. But at least you don't have to take them
Out for walks.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, my dog's very athletic. And I knew that going in. Like, his breed is.
got to find those truffles.
He's got to find those truffles
Run,
or
run.
something. Just dig in the dirt just for
Yeah.
nothing. He likes doing that too.
Do you have a little yard at
So,
least?
yeah.
That's
So I have
good.
a little front yard and a little. The backyard is like basically I call it the neighbor cat's litter box.
Oh, no.
Because it's like we haven't really done anything with it yet. It's just one big open pile of dirt.
Yeah.
And so the cats, there's 5 cats that live next door.
Oh dang! Whereabouts?
They're just
in town,
straight
though?
Highland Park.
Oh okay.
So they just like to come over to our yard
Oh yeah.
and
It's the party
take a
house.
dump.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get chickens soon? Everyone I know in Highland has chickens.
No, there's plenty of those on my street. There's
Oh, okay.
roosters. I hear them
Oh.
all the time. I'm not getting chickens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I will just
You,
have this
you got
dog.
enough eggs.
Yeah. Oh, like in my ovaries. Like
Oh,
since
right, yeah. you got plenty
Since
of those.
like birth, you're born with the amount of eggs that you have until you die. Like, how crazy is that?
That is so crazy.
That like as an embryo, we had eggs, and that's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre to me. Anyway, but yeah, having a dog,
Egg
I
and
find
egg.
I mean, yeah.
there's good days and bad, right? I mean, there's times when you want to kill them and you have to pick dried poop off their butthole.
yeah.
I've
or
had to do that with cats too.
oh, it's like how did you get
How did
get
they
like
get
this?
that? You just throw them in the
Your
bath.
hair isn't even that long.
Can't you use toilet paper and wipe your own butt?
Or like, why did you
Jesus.
walk through your own pee and poop?
Yeah.
Didn't you see that?
Yeah, they
It's
walk
like-
straight through
yeah.
it like they're
I'm like,
blind, like they can't see or smell anything.
Yeah. What's your dog's
This
name?
was-
Capo
Capo. That's right. You said that. Yeah.
is Capo.
A capo.
Yeah. Well, because basically we saw pictures of him, and originally I was going to call him Luca because there's a city in Italy called Lucca that I like, and my husband's last name is Lockridge, and so I was like, okay, he'll be Luca
This feels right.
Lockridge, alliterative, love it, LL, and then we saw a picture and we're like, damn, he's fit, and he's like, he was the only boy of the litter, and he was big. Like he's giving me James Gandolfini vibes, Sopranos. And
Yeah.
He's like a mob boss, like basically.
Yeah.
So Capo it was.
How big do they get?
Well, it depends. The girls can be around 30 pounds, 25, 30 pounds. The boys can get up to 50.
Wow.
So I have a feeling ours are going to be probably like 50 pounds.
That's a dog.
It's a decent-sized dog.
Yeah.
I feel like if I got a dog, I'd want it to be a real big dog that I could wrap my arms around and
Yeah,
give a hug.
I kind of, but then I worry, like, what if something happens and I can't pick him up? Well, I could pick up 50 pounds. Come on.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
pick up a case
Yeah,
of wine.
you
Like,
can do that, yeah.
so,
I think I didn't really expect getting a small dog. Shelby's 14 pounds.
what kind of dog is it?
She's so
She's like a
sweet.
little mutt, like a poodle, like Maltese-y kind of
Okay,
thing.
so that
yeah.
curly hair.
Yeah,
my dog is curly.
Yeah, like
She's Korean.
hypoallergenic, like your dog, and like doesn't shed, needs to get haircuts.
Yeah.
Speaks Korean.
Speaks Korean.
What?
Yeah, my dog's from South Korea. She was a rescue from South Korea.
How can you speak Korean, though?
She knows Korean tricks.
My
like
my
tricks that
vet
if you-
is
commands.
actually Korean. Yeah,
Really?
and started like doing some Korean commands to Shelby, and she
Wow,
responded.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. You're going to have to brush up. Do like,
Yeah, well, it's just like it's pretty much just sit, which is ajan, and then like,
okay.
and then paw, which is sun or hand.
Shelby, soju.
Yeah.
Soju.
Soju.
Bring me soju.
But like I guess in Korean you'd be like Shelby-ya would be is how you would say her name. Like so, it's like, Shelby-ya,
that's
Shelby-ya,
so
ajan,
cute.
and she'll be like, huh. But she gets
so
confused because
cute.
now she's learning English, you know.
Right.
So
I say stick with it, though.
Yeah.
Keep those words. That's special.
every now and then when she doesn't respond to the English, I do the Korean to really
Right.
like give
You're
her
like,
the
"I mean
command.
it."
Yeah, I like say her middle name.
Listen, lady. Yeah, I mean that.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, but I'm not as much of a zombie anymore. I was like waking up every 2 hours. And
Was it just she wasn't
I was like,
trained
I'm not
yet
prepared
to-
for this. Oh no, not, I mean, I got her
Puppy
when she was 8
pads?
weeks old.
Puppy
well,
pads
this
or-
is okay. I'm kind of like against puppy pads.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like I don't
What are
want
puppy
them.
pads?
They look like a flat diaper. So it's like
place
like
for them
a
to go
square.
Yeah.
Like a litter box for a dog?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like an absorbent pad that they can pee on so it doesn't get all over your floor. So basically during the day I keep him in a playpen that has this whelping pad underneath it. It's this like really thin, soft thing that's like what I'm trying to say,
Waterproof or-
waterproof, yeah. So there's like an absorbent layer in the middle so it doesn't go onto your floor or anything like that. You can wash it a gazillion times. And he has had no accidents in his crate.
Wow.
And he's only peed in his like little playpen like twice, and that was early days. So I think that he's like in his little contained environment will not go.
And he will alert you when he needs to go.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Like he's about to die. Like
Wow.
like there's some like the world is ending.
Right.
Kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
my eardrums I have none left kind of thing. Like, okay, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
And that's happening often.
Less often.
That's
so now
good.
like he'll go 2 hours.
Yeah.
I can leave.
Yeah.
I can come record
do
a podcast.
Yeah.
Are you
And-
single parenting right now? Michael's out
Yes,
of
because
town.
Michael. Well, this is what's so funny is like he got this job.
He's a cinematographer.
Cinematographer.
Oh,
he got
cool.
2 jobs in a row. He's shooting a movie in St. Louis the whole month of December.
My hometown.
That's where
sorry.
Ellen's
Oh,
from.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I love St. Louis. My
a good
friend
town.
Rachel is from there, and so I've gone to visit her there a few times. She doesn't live there anymore, but I really like the city.
What part of St. Louis? Sorry.
I have
just
no
checking.
idea.
Okay.
It's one of those things where like she just picks us up from the train station and we just like go, and I have no idea where we are.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So he's doing a movie in St. Louis. Sorry,
Yeah.
Don't mean to.
Yeah, and so the day after we got the dog, he picked up all these days on this HBO show that his friend is DPing, and so I was like, "That's not great timing, but please go get that money."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll just be a single parent. I'll just figure it out.
Yeah.
But I did make him feel maybe like slightly guilty about it a couple times. Like,
Could you leave your son
okay,
this
I'm
early?
just gonna stay here all day, and you can go live your dreams. And I'll just be sitting here.
Watching
Have
the puppy.
fun.
I'm gonna do the laundry like 3 times. Clean up pee a lot. Pick up poo.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Whatever.
What's it like?
Time to get that chicken coop going. Pick some eggs up. I'm just
Yeah.
Chickens are a lot of work, though.
when he's
Oh,
like,
chicken.
No.
Well, they just smell like. I mean, chicken shit is like a very distinct smell.
Yeah.
I mean, dog shit's really bad too, but chicken shit, it just kind of like it just goes everywhere. I was
see
like
that.
walk into your backyard and be like, oh, there's chicken shit here. Like there's.
I don't know who took care of them. I just had a friend who I would sometimes get eggs from his chickens in Highland Park, and
Lucky
his
you.
chickens were gorgeous little things, and it didn't have a smell.
With like the fluffy.
The fluffy
they were
feet.
fluffy
Yeah.
and adorable.
Or your heirloom or whatever.
I don't know,
Heirloom.
but they were good little chickens, and their eggs were
Good little
delicious.
chicken.
Good little chickens. But I don't know. Maybe
Good
his
little
wife's at
chicken.
home all day watching. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you have to like really watch chickens.
Or cleaning up the shit so it doesn't smell like chicken. Because it didn't smell that I noticed.
I mean, if it smelled like fried chicken, that'd be great.
Oh God.
Imagine if it smelled like fried chicken. Oh, is that dark? Maybe that's
That's a
dark.
little dark,
'Cause
yeah.
then you're thinking about them. Oh, you're a vegetarian.
But not vegan because I'll eat those eggs up.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
right.
it's good protein. It
Oh,
really
it's
is.
delicious. Oh, all night.
Delish.
Yeah. So yeah, Barbera. I had like one of my first real crazy experiences with Barbera. I went to on this press trip, my first one, in 2010, and was with Jeremy Parzan, aka Do Bianchi, and it was with like Corey from Selection Masal. He was just starting his import company, and
How does
Eric.
one get to go on these things? Was it
I just
through
had a blog.
Domain and
I had a blog, and at the time it was called Brunello's Have More Fun. So it
remember
was about
that.
Italian wine, and I had just come back from Italy and started working at Domaine LA, and Jeremy kind of heard about me, and then was like, "You want to come? You're gonna be the only woman on this thing." I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
So we had to taste Barbera all day, every day,
Wow.
for like 4 days, like where we'd try like 75.
Oh my goodness.
In the morning,
Yeah.
and then we go have like a lunch with much more Barbera. Then we go have like a winemaker visit, a bunch more Barbera. Then we have a dinner, a bunch more. My teeth have never been more purple.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had permanent like stains on my fingers. It was like a week to get them off, maybe even longer.
Yeah. What did you learn? What did you glean from all that Barbera?
Well, that Italians are kind of split. You have this more traditional approach, and it's like that in a lot of regions in Italy.
Yeah.
It's these people trying to make
people
big
using oak and the people
international.
not.
Yeah, it's these big people that want to make important wines in their region and get more money for the bottles and have these big, heavy, luxurious, thick bottles and get more extraction and more oak and higher alcohol. But this was also 7 years ago, so that's kind of like the approach. I feel like is different and
It's changing
shifting
a little bit now, yeah.
but you still have those people that you have this kind of like more new world California 100-point score approach, or you have the more traditional like get back to brass tacks and we want 12% alcohol and acidity and balance and all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of like New World versus Old World in the Old World.
In the old world, exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so we were sitting there like to have to go through and taste. And these winemakers that really were so passionate about like technology of ways to get more extraction and color from the Barbera. And we're all just sitting there like, is that the point though? This is
Right.
like more of a humble grape. And I mean, it's a beautiful, delicious wine that can age and stuff, but it's not Nebbiolo. It's like, why does it have to be important? Can't it just
Exactly.
be what it is?
Yeah.
Fresh and
exactly.
simple, and I love the high acid, like any nice high acid wine.
It's one of my favorite pizza wines.
It's a great pizza wine.
yeah.
But like even this one's pretty dark in color.
I was
It
going to
is.
say, this one's quite purple.
Yeah, and he did 28 months in neutral oak on this, is what the
Right.
number is.
But it's nice that it's neutral.
Yeah.
It's sustainable, apparently.
And yeah, it's
Looking at
definitely
that.
a little bit darker, but some Barberas have that kind of plummy color. It's got a little bit of like a more translucent red rim.
What's
so
the
it's not-
alcohol on this?
It's also Barbera grown in Sonoma. It's a little warmer.
Right,
So
yeah.
It's going to be a little richer. a
Oh,
little
Sonoma.
riper.
I'm glad we're drinking. I've been drinking more
Yes.
California wine lately.
Me too.
And I just feel like, it's just like maybe the fires are over, but man,
Yeah,
the
trying
devastation.
to buy that Napa cab up.
That devastation is going to last for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I'm almost scared to like go up there and visit, although we all should go.
That's what they're saying. Yeah,
and
go.
visit and spend money, but I feel like it's just going to be so sad.
Yeah.
And I was just up there on a press trip like a year and a half ago in Santa Rosa, and just thinking about all those places, like just walking past down the town, and all those buildings are just
He's
gone.
from Santa Rosa.
I'm from there,
You
yeah. So I
are?
know Coffee Park. I know all those regions that burnt.
Oh,
And I had
shit.
just been there like the week before it happened. We went up to Healdsburg
No.
to go to Single Thread, which was amazing. But
my God.
yeah, we went and did, wine tasting all through Dry Creek and a lot of that burnt, and then just Coffee Park, like 4,400 homes burnt down. Like that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like full neighborhoods, like full on neighborhoods,
Right, just
Just
burned to the ground.
like firestorm.
but you don't
literally
have family
firestorm.
that still lives there, do you?
No, a lot of friends. I have 2 friends that lost their homes. Yeah, which is
What are they doing? Like, where are they now?
staying with friends, other friends, and like down in Oakland actually, and then they
Okay.
were yeah.
I mean, shit, that's something you could really whine about. I mean, look at us idiots.
I know.
over here being like dogs, puppies, I'm like, man, we could be whining about something like losing our house.
Mm-hmm.
But then that wouldn't probably be great
should do
fodder
an
for a
all-
podcast.
Yeah, but then there's also like I guess
That'd be too sad.
We could do an all Napa cab episode where we just like toot up all the wineries that we really like. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
do
tell
it.
people, go out and buy it.
Toot it up.
Yeah.
Toot it up. I don't know if that was the right word I was looking for.
Yeah, toot it. I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of think.
No.
Varietal,
Did not-
variety, toot toot.
Toot,
toot,
toot.
toot,
I'm
toot.
having a problem with words today.
Ellen's having a hard time with words today, guys. Sometimes, when
It was
she's
too much of that saffron creamy stuff.
Probably. It's still
See,
with
that
me.
threw me off, though. The saffron.
You know, the thing
saffron
is,
moment.
These are all flavors like
true.
rose, cardamom, not normally things I like.
Right, but all together.
All together, this. I wish I still have like one of the samplers at home. I should have brought it for us to try. It's all.
What's it called again?
Somrus. SOMRUS. RUS.
Somrus.
I should have brought the sampler. Or
The
we'll meet up
secret-
and it's really tasty.
Secret
Okay.
word
And
for
I'm
the
not like
day
a
is
big-
Somrus.
Creamy.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't drink a huge glass of it or anything, but it's just really yummy.
You know what? I had this like creamy thing.
Drink a huge glass of a creamy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shut up.
And be like, gonna go run on the treadmill now.
Yeah, I know.
There's like some South African thing called marula, or like
I've heard
What?
of that.
It's-
Amarula.
yes, it's so good.
I've heard that's good.
It's from a nut or a
It's
fruit.
like, what's that
It's
other
a
creamy
nut.
Is
one
it like
that's
a
popular
fermented
these
nut?
days? Not the horchata one. There's another creme liqueur thing that's super popular right now.
Coco de crema.
No.
But I mean, I love a
Creme
good
de
cream,
coca.
And I-
especially
Do you like
around the
the-
I
holidays.
mean, I
Creme
like
de coca?
Baileys. So yeah, it's not something you want to drink a lot of, but
Right, a little dabble do
yeah,
ya.
this stuff is delicious.
Mm.
Gotta
Any
say.
hoosies.
Oh right, why did we start talking about summer?
Oh, see, this is just how it goes. You know,
This is how it
we
goes.
just follow the moments.
follow the
The
bliss.
wine, you guys. The wine's flowing.
Wine's
The
flowing.
chalices are happening.
Oh yeah, I like this chalice.
Yeah.
I like this square bottom. Stability.
Stability.
Yeah, I
know?
started bringing these because I was like, well, I have these wine glasses that are sturdy. I can bring them and they won't break.
And they won't fall over
And
all
I
these
just-
wires.
Yeah.
The goth
So
in
many
me.
wires, you guys.
Oh, is it the goth in you?
Well,
Yes.
these were my grandma's.
I love it.
The
But I
goth
was
is
like,
coming
when
out.
we were cleaning out the house, I was like, I will take all those because they were so gothed.
I wish I had cool glasses for my grandmother. I just got a bunch of glass eggs.
Well,
she was like
that's-
obsessed with glass eggs with like
You just don't like
angels
eggs.
or-
you got a real bone
Yeah,
to
you
pick
know.
about
Guys, should I be whining about eggs?
Yeah.
Yes.
It turns out she
No, I
really wants to
actually
whine about
really
eggs
like
and
eggs.
chickens.
Yeah. What's your favorite egg
I just don't
dish?
want chickens.
Yeah.
I just like a fried egg.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been using
On top
ghee.
of something. Ooh,
Well,
ghee,
I love it on top
yeah.
of rice.
I'm sorry.
I learned that from Joy the baker's cookbook.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
using the clarified butter thing.
Ghee has this like
What's ghee?
Nutty.
cheesy.
Indian
It's
butter.
like clarified butter.
Oh, okay.
So it like removes the water, or wait,
yeah,
it separates the fats.
You melted
from
down the
lactose.
everything, but like dairy solid or the dairy solids rise. You get left with this very clear liquid, which
like
you can brown a
yellow.
little. You can brown a little. I think they do for ghee. I've made my. It's so good.
Do you buy ghee as a
you
ghee?
can. Yeah.
You buy it in a little thing.
You can
Okay.
make
Jar.
it too, but you can buy a jar.
And you just use that to fry the egg?
Yes.
Hmm.
And I'll use it like, because I'm trying to get more healthy fats in my diet. And so avocado, or I'll just put like a big scoop of ghee on top of like oatmeal or
Ooh,
whatever. And
that
it's got
sounds
this
so
like
good.
Yeah.
cheesy fragrance. Like when you put it in a hot pan, it smells like Parmesan rind or something.
Where do you
It's
buy
really
it?
good. You can get it at Whole Foods,
Sprouts.
Okay.
You know.
or you can make your own clarified.
Lassens.
I'm into this, guys.
And it's
I'm
not
into
like
it.
super cheap, but a little goes a long way.
Yeah.
So you don't, it takes a while to get through the whole jar.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Anyway.
ghee. Yeah, just like a fried egg. Like, well, I love kind of a Costa Rican breakfasty, like a plantains, black
Ooh,
beans,
I love
rice,
plantains.
eggs. Like
Oh,
that's my
wow.
ultimate
That sounds so
type
good.
of breakfast. But I never really make them for myself.
Yeah.
When am I making plantains? Like
I would
fried
want that
plantains?
for dinner, probably. I don't want to eat that much
Yeah.
in the morning, but
Oh.
like, I'm not. Yeah, not a breakfast eater, but that sounds like the perfect. I like a breakfast food for dinner. Yeah,
Yes.
Ellen, you got to get
All
on the
time.
breakfast.
Get that nutrition. Start of the
so
day.
important. It's so
the most
important.
important
I
meal
start
of the day.
really
with
is.
green
It
tea,
really
and then
is
I move into
important.
coffee with cinnamon, and then eventually I eat.
So it's
Something.
liquids. I mean, it's the goth.
It's-
it's
it's
like,
the-
I
I
feel like
know.
it's a goth
I guess it's
breakfast.
goth, yeah.
It's a goth breakfast.
I just move liquids all day. Move from that into like some wine, and then some Somrus for dessert, and then I just go to sleep.
Right, you just sleep.
I'm going to fill you
I
up.
eat some cauliflower in there. I'll take a little more.
Some cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
I eat cauliflower all day long.
I'm saying, like,
good.
are you good?
Maybe-
You're good.
I'm good. I'm having to just sip today because
know.
the health department was like, you have a pathogen. I was having all these
the health department, or
okay,
like,
listen, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Let's
I feel like
unpack
I've talked
this.
about poop way too much, but I
been
can
on your
whine
mind.
about this.
Yeah.
So I was having all this stomach pain and just like bloated. I just felt like bad.
Yeah.
And so I was seeing this nutritionist, and she's like, "We're gonna have to do a stool sample." And I was like, "No." It was
Not fun.
so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Did you have
take
to sit around
saran
and
wrap
wait
and
for-
put it over the toilet. Collect your poop in a pot. Scoop it.
Wow.
Put it into liquid. Go like this. Shake it. Put it in your fridge, and then another one in 3 days.
Oh
So
my
then I
God.
send it in. Like, okay, so the results are you have this pathogen called Yersinia. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, well, you could get it from like uncooked meat or pork or, and I was like, why? Like, do you have any idea how you would have gotten it? And I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
I eat out all the time. I don't know. I eat tacos, weird Thai food. I don't know. So they're like, okay, listen, so we have to send the results in. It's like it's
That's
the
a
law
report,
to the health department if someone has like a pathogen, any kind of known pathogen.
Yeah.
So the health department shows up at my door.
No.
Well,
way.
they call me. They call me, and I just let it go to voicemail. I mean, please, I don't know
Yeah.
the number. I'm
Who
not
answers
answering
your phone
it,
anymore?
even
Yeah.
if it's people I know. And then I don't call them back within 24 hours. They show up at my door at 8 a.m. Knock, 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 and I was in my robe.
Taking you away.
And I heard my husband go to the door, and he's like, yes. And he's like, I need to speak with Whitney Adams. Wow. And he's like, she's busy or whatever. And I just came through, and I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I got your message. I was going to call you back. Well, I'm just protocol. We got to come by and see if you're like work at a daycare or you're around children. I'm like, what?
I work at a puppy care.
Because like
and,
what? Like I'm gonna like poop and like make a salad with my unwashed hands. I don't know
Right.
what they mean.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
so
how
Yeah.
can you? Is it something that can be transferred to other people?
it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
It'd be very difficult. And so I don't know. It's
have
just
to be
like
some two girls in a cup kind of.
yeah.
Ellen just referenced Two Girls in a Cup.
So anyway,
mean-
so I'm having to lay off the
So wait.
booze a little bit.
So what did they say? Just stop.
So basically, like, well, then
It'll just go away.
no, you have to treat it with antibiotics.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a bad invader in your gut.
Have you been feeling
my
better,
doctor,
though, since you- that's good.
yes. And my doctor was like, you have low iron, like you're slightly anemic. It's because like I could have had this for months.
Yeah.
It's because the your body is protecting yourself from the pathogen, so it hides the iron that you're eating.
Oh my God.
So you're not getting any of it either,
Wow.
and that the little creature, the pathogen, isn't getting it either. So it's like, wow, our bodies are just
They're amazing.
so magnificent.
And what were the symptoms here? I got it. Let's just
It's
go back.
really bad pain.
Yeah.
It's like a bad pain in your like intestines.
Is it like a cramping?
Yes. And it's like ow, 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 like where it takes your breath away for a
Shaughn,
second.
you're not
Okay.
a
I-
hypochondriac,
Do you think you
are
have
you?
I think no. I mean, because
And you have diarrhea, maybe?
I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like you guys, I don't want to diagnose, but
mean,
yeah, okay. But like I know, but I was
Few
like,
And you have bloating, really
my
bad
stomach,
bloating.
See, those firsty things sound like when you're ovulating. The
Yeah.
pains.
But no, this was different. It was lower, and it was like in my lower intestine, and I could tell, and I would get
You're like,
really
something's
bloated.
weird, yeah.
So I was like, something's off.
Yeah.
And I just felt drained. I felt like I wasn't getting any of the nutrients in my food. Like you'd eat, and you'd just feel kind of like I don't feel any better.
Yeah.
Like there's like an alien invader in my body,
weird.
and you can just tell.
Yeah.
You just feel it.
I was having just like stomach cramps like for the past like
Oh, no.
and now it's gone away, but for like 2 weeks like and I can eat. I have a very solid hardy and I
You run
I can
marathons.
eat.
Digestive system.
Yeah, I mean I've never once questioned like of course I'll put hot sauce on this and then I'll have oysters and then this. But like my stomach was hurting. Like I'm like I've never had stomach pain before ever.
Oh, weird.
And it was just after you ate something.
It was
or-
after I did the Grand Canyon.
Maybe
and
you're dehydrated.
it could have been something like that, but it went on for like 2 weeks, and I would like eat something, and I'd be like laying in bed. I'm like, my stomach just
man.
hurt, like, and it was
You
like
might
the
have caught a little
weirdest
something.
thing. Yeah, because I think something was maybe working itself out.
So you hiked the Grand Canyon?
I ran the Grand
He
Canyon.
ran in
yeah.
and out in
Squeeze
one
me?
day.
Squeeze me?
Because
How do
he's
you
a
even do
fucking
that?
champion.
How do you even do that?
You prepare.
How do you go? How do you
I was a little
descend?
scared.
The Bright Angel path. There's two main paths you take. Bright Angel's the more
So
pedestrian
going
one.
down
I
would
took
be
that one.
a lot easier than going back up.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I felt at least hiking the Grand Canyon. I felt like going down was almost as exhausting just because you're so
Bracing
braced and-
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. But if you're running,
but
you
by
kinda
the
just
end,
go.
oh god,
Yeah, you do. Exactly.
still don't know
It
how
was
you
pretty
do
easy
these
to go down.
things.
It was
So it's a thing. What's it called? Like,
well, the thing that I set out to do, which I didn't end up doing, was to go rim to rim to rim, which is 46 miles round trip.
Just no.
And you do it, you leave in the
it's
morning.
like an ultra marathon almost.
Yeah, longer.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought ultra marathon was.
Well, they have different classifications,
Oh.
but yeah, they have
All those hills
ultras,
add up
yeah.
to hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
Or equal.
There's like
Oh my God.
50-kilometer ultras.
And there's a bunch of other people that are doing the same thing.
No.
Oh, so
This
you can
was,
just go on your own.
Yeah, I saw two
You were
other.
with a couple people, right?
I was with one other person.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just didn't. You just do it on your own.
Wow.
They obviously do not recommend it. Even
Yeah,
what
I
we
mean,
did is
apparently
something
that's-
that we're not supposed
Yeah,
to
it could
do.
be dangerous. Well,
That's how more people
did you pace
die,
each other?
apparently.
Yeah, I mean, like if
You weren't going to leave each other. And be
if
like,
you're not
"Peace."
prepared, if you're not trained, but we had trained. We had run 2 ultras in.
I showed up to like
and yeah, I'd been working toward it.
I showed up
Okay.
to episode plan like 2 weeks before, and I see Shaughn like walking in this dazed manner up the street, and he'd been running since 6 a.m. It was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and on one of those days there was 90
Really, really
something.
oh my
he was in and out of the
God.
hills, and he's just like, well, I was running, and then I went here, and then I went there, and it was like 30 something miles.
Tiring,
Yeah,
but
Shit.
you build up to it and you do it.
I guess.
so his stomach was like,
Yeah.
stop the madness.
And my running partner made these like rice cakes with like rice and egg, and he actually got sick. And I think it was we think
the
it was maybe
egg.
from the egg.
Fuck the eggs, shit!
my
you guys,
God,
we
you
gotta be
guys.
You
careful.
guys, fuck the eggs. So
the
I'm
moral
thinking,
of this
yeah.
episode is fuck the eggs.
Fuck the
yeah,
eggs. Yeah.
just don't eat eggs for a little while, y'all.
Yeah, right. So I think something because it started right after I got back, and I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
got
something is
something.
weird. And he actually threw up
my
like
God.
4 times
Oh,
on
during
the way
the-
back. Yeah, on the way up the
Oh, my
hill.
God.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Gnarly.
so thank God we didn't do the full thing. We stopped at Phantom Ranch and came back.
Right.
But yeah, so we're gonna go. I'm already gonna go back in a year and try again.
It's like, what
I
happened to
kind of
some goop? What
went to
happened to
hike.
like
Yeah.
rice eggs?
No, you actually. Well, I mean, the more I do this, like I packed like sandwiches, like peanut butter and jelly
Yeah.
sandwiches, and
Okay.
like boiled potatoes, and like food is actually
okay.
better for me because you get nauseous by eating the processed stuff.
Yeah.
It makes you sick after a while.
Yeah.
You actually just want food.
Yeah.
You actually just need food.
I hate to say it, but we're probably
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we
running
gotta.
up on.
We gotta get into
Canadian
lightning
time.
round. Are you
This is so
ready?
much fun.
Lightning round?
Yeah, lightning round. You're gonna get all these questions.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Lightning round. Do you know?
Do you know what Sonoma means? There's a few different things.
What does
South
the word Sonoma
and north
mean?
of some mountains.
Ooh, that would
South
be.
and north of your mama.
That would be good.
I don't know. What is
So,
it?
it's there's like 3 different theories, or at least this is what the Wine Bible tells me. The one they think is most likely, it is a thing that a common Wapo suffix, Wapo being a tribe, that eventually got kicked out to Napa, which apparently Napa means, wait, what was it? Plenty. But they got sort of like different tribes displaced them. But apparently Sonoma was a common suffix for town names. But the last known speaker of Wapo said that Sonoma meant abandoned camping place, which would make sense seeing as they got kind of like displaced.
Okay, Sonoma.
Yeah.
Sonoma.
Sonoma.
Oh, I think of
Sonoma.
Milwaukee. Milwaukee. You know.
That's a bunch of wapos.
Yeah.
No.
We're a bunch of wap. No.
We're a
okay.
bunch of wapos.
So yeah, that's apparently the most
Good to know.
respected theory.
Yeah.
Abandoned
There was one that had
campgrounds.
to do with it being a word for in another tribe's language for nose, and there was another theory that it was for like Valley of the Moon. But
Valley
they
of
think
the
that's
Dolls.
just because that came from a like
Romantic.
conquistador who liked to
Who
look
was
at the
trying
moon.
to get with the ladies.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Sonoma's sexy place, all these grapes. and
No
straight-
Valley of
Yeah.
the Moon, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Question number 2.
you might get this one. Okay, so Barbera is the 3rd most planted grape in Italy. What are the first 2?
Okay.
Which 2 are more popular than Barbera?
Yeah, I think it's is it a popularity or most planted?
Most planted, sorry. Most planted.
Okay, is Sangiovese one of
Yes.
them? And then I feel like
I mean,
it's something like Pinot Grigio or no, Trebbiano. No, it's like something.
That may be.
it's the really like straightforward one that you think it is. It's like the most basic B one.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
It hangs out with or near Barbera.
What's the other,
Vineyards,
like, what's the most popular red varietal from Italy?
pretty much.
What Nebbiolo? What do you?
Yeah.
Nebbiolo is planted?
Nebbiolo and
No way.
Sangiovese. Yeah.
I mean, I knew Sangiovese, but I just because Nebbiolo is so localized to where
Yeah.
it is that I guess it's very densely. Whoa.
Wait, where
According to
well,
the
there's a lot of
internet.
Nebbiolo in
According to the
Leonardo.
internet.
According to the
Nebbiolo
Wine
in
Bible,
Lombardia, too,
Barbera
but-
is the most widely planted.
What?
According to the Wine Bible, Barbera is the most widely planted, like in Italy. But
In
I
Italy?
don't know. I'm like surprised that Trebbiano isn't because it's blended
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
everything.
Trebbiano
But maybe
is
we're just
a lot.
Yeah, but maybe we're just talking
it's up
about
there in like five. top five,
Wikipedia
maybe.
says.
yeah.
I don't know.
Red or white varietals. though.
Italy,
It didn't specify. Maybe
red
just
is
red
back.
too. Oh yeah. What did you
Oh
say?
yeah, I said Italy. Write us back.
Love letter to Italy.
Yeah. Tell us if we're right or not. What are the greens?
Dear Italy,
I love Nebbiolo.
do you think I'm cute? Check yes or
Wait,
no.
what's your favorite? If you had to pick a favorite Italian wine, like I'd probably go Barolo
Well,
or Alianico.
there is
I
something
don't know.
really beautiful and sacred about like an old Nebbiolo. But the tattoo on my wrist, it's like my first kind of transcendent experience with wine was Palo Bea Sagrantino from Umbria. So
Okay, yeah.
that Sagrantino is just like, it's a bold wine. It ages so beautifully and it's amazing with food. And it's just like has my heart and soul because that was like my aha moment. I was traveling around and I was really starting to learn about biodynamics and natural winemaking this was like in 2009 when I was traveling around Italy. And I was just like, wait, this feels different. It tastes different.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with Umbria as a region and that, Giampero Bea and just the whole thing. So I got a tattoo of that Giampero drew. It's on one of his labels, the Rosso di Veo, which is like a Sagrantino. So
Wow.
I'd say Sagrantino, and that's my puppy's middle name. Full circle.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Capo Sagrantino. Yeah.
Well, we will ask you like one more lightning round because
Yeah,
I
do
think
it.
I might have heard the doorbell ring.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we
not
might
sure.
have.
Oh my God. Next
One more
person's
lightning
here.
round.
I mean, just kidding.
yeah.
This is a separate podcast.
Don't.
We would never record
We
two
would
podcasts
never
back
do
to back.
that.
Yeah,
Never.
What? That would be like gross.
We're terrible people. Yeah, just where did famed food writer MFK live out most of her life?
MFK Fisher. It wasn't like Northern California.
It
Berkeley?
was-
No. Oh, in Sonoma?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. There you go.
High five.
25,000 points for that last
Thank you,
one.
guys.
And she has like a great quote I just wanted to read because it's like
Please
so
do.
beautiful. From MFK Fisher. Perhaps the nearest I come to gluttony is with wine. As often as possible, when a really beautiful bottle is before me, I drink all of it I can, even when I know that I had more than I want physically. That is gluttonous. But I think to myself, when again will I have this taste upon my tongue? Where else in the world is there such a wine as this, with just this bouquet, at just this heat, in just this crystal cup? And when again will I be alive to it, as I am at this very minute, sitting here on the green hillside above the sea, or here in this dim, murmuring, richly odorous restaurant, or here in this fisherman's cafe on the wharf? More, I think. All of it to the last exquisite drop, for there is no satiety for me, nor ever has there been in such drinking. I was just like, oh, love to wine.
I mean,
MFK Fisher, guys, read her up.
MFK
An artiste.
Fish. Seriously.
an artiste.
She's delicious.
away with words.
Away with words.
But it's so true.
We have one more quick question.
Yeah, just what's
that we
bringing
always
you some
end-
happiness?
Yeah.
What's some joy? What's
bringing me some
loving?
happiness?
Yeah.
What's
some
your
joy. So we're not
I mean,
all
it's
whining.
so sappy because, like, it's my husband.
Aw.
And, I got married this year. We
Congrats.
bought a house in this past year. And so it's like we're making our house a home and we're enjoying this newlywed phase and having our little puppy, even though that puppy is an asshole sometimes. And I'm, like, super stoked on Thanksgiving, you guys. So
Yay.
I'm, like, really happy the holidays are, like, underway. And this is, like, my favorite time of year.
Are you hosting a
And
Thanksgiving?
then, no, this year I did last year.
Okay.
This year I am not.
Yeah.
I'm attending and I'm not cooking anything. I just usually bring the wine.
Yeah.
I'm like, here's a case of
Nice.
wine. Here you go.
Exactly,
It's a mixed
yeah.
case. That's my contribution to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yay.
Yay, amazing.
Thank you so much for
Thank
Whitney
you,
Adams,
guys.
thank you so much for
good.
being here.
Thank you
guys.
so
You can
much.
find her
Cheers.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Find me on the internet.
Whitney A channel, reality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Cheers.
Hey, Whitney A.
Hey, Whitney A.
Hey. Cheers.
Cheers.
guys.
Hi, guys. Thanks for listening. It's just me. Ellen is too busy to record an outro. No, we just actually forgot. But thank you, UCB. Thank you, Covell people. Thank you, Gregory Condes, for the wine. Thank you, Dr. America Comedy, for your song. You guys can go to their YouTube page and watch a video for I Just Drink Wine on their YouTube page. Thank you, Thomas Strachey, for the graphic. Up next week, we have Phil Jackson. He's a very funny guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 99, where he writes on that show. And yeah, tune in next week. Boom. Ellen says something funny. We laugh. You laugh. Bye.
I just drink wine. I don't fuck with IPAs. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with minute maids. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with coffee mates. I just drink wine. Give me red, white, or say, don't touch me, motherfucker. I'm a sommelier.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.